Look where I'm at. I'm at a Tesla Supercharger. Yeah, I know, this is a Rivian, this is not a Tesla. But Rivian said weeks ago, it actually popped up on the screen in the car that we can now charge at Tesla Superchargers. Well, I want to see if and how that actually works. I did use the navigation to find this charger. So this over here is this lightning bolt that you press. Then this little menu pops up where you can choose networks and things, and chargers pop up like this one here. If we actually zoom out here, then you can see there are more chargers available, and the amount of lightning bolts indicates how strong it is, or however you want to call that. The more lightning bolts, the faster you can charge. And so we are at this charger here, and well, I'm right there. That's why, well, this little blue icon thing is right there. But that says 3 lightning bolts and 12 of 12, which means this is the fastest possible charger. And there's 12 stalls here and 12 are available. So if we tap on it, for some reason, I mean, Rivian, come on, fix this. Half the window that pops up is hidden up there, really? I mean, man, computers for years already know that you can't pop up a window and not see it, huh? So Rivian, please fix this. Now anyway, it says right there, adapter needed. Okay, oh, adapter. Oh, darn. Well, how do you get an adapter? Well, Rivian announced that we can use all these Tesla chargers, right? Even sent us an email at some point. Announced it on social media. But nobody had an adapter. So how can you use it? It's open and available, but nobody has an adapter. And Rivian they didn't say you have to have an adapter from Rivian. They kind of suggested you have the adapter from Rivian, or more or less they said an approved adapter, whatever that means, nobody knows. And I think still at this time there is 2 manufacturers, Electron and A2C, that manufacture adapters for the Tesla Supercharger. I don't know if Rivian approved them or not or whatever, but Rivian sent me an email here weeks ago saying, hey, click here if you want an adapter, and I did that, and I haven't heard a thing since. So it's like, what the heck, Rivian? Come on, get in gear. You're telling us we can have superchargers now, but we can't go charge there because you don't give us an adapter? So I ordered one from A to Z, and I got this adapter, and so I'm gonna test it out and see if that works. I don't have a clue how it works because, well, Rivian never told us how to use an adapter. I never seen anything. It's not like I want to go search their website and figure it out. I mean, it should be pretty simple. I would think I should be able to just plug in and it should charge automatically, just like with a Tesla, because there's no screen or anything here at the Supercharger. So, but I don't know if that's the case. Well, let's go back here to the screen real quick, and we can look here at details. Then another window pops up again, adapter needed. It says here 250 kilowatt max. That's what these Superchargers do. And yeah, we're here. So okay, all good. There's an information deal. What is this? Oh, share some feedback. I don't want to share feedback. How do I use this thing? What's this here? 12 of 12 available. So it lists each individual charger. Okay, you need an adapter. Let's tap here. Oh, okay, there's an adapter. Look at this. You will need a NACS to CCS adapter to charge at this site. Connect your adapter to the plug into your vehicle. Stop the session before you unplug. What the heck? How do I start it? Come on, Rivian, really? How the heck do I start it? Do I choose my charger here? No, doesn't work. Says available, but can't do anything on the screen. What the heck? Well, how the heck do I charge? So I don't know. What is this here? Trip preferences. What? I don't know. And this makes it go up. Dang. All right, so no information here on the screen on how all this actually is supposed to work. So, well, luckily I do have some experience with Tesla, since we own Teslas, been traveling a lot. I also have the experience of charging a Chevy Bolt EUV at a Tesla Supercharger, because there's these Tesla Superchargers with the magic dock. And that's where you can charge any vehicle basically that has a CCS plug, because the magic dock, what that means is there's a CCS adapter built in, and you can start that charger from the Tesla app, and then it will release the plug with the adapter on it, and you just plug it into your CCS vehicle. So now here at this charger, that's not the case. There's no magic dock here. That's why it says an adapter is needed. And we have the adapter, and so I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna get the adapter out and see what happens when I plug it in. But now there's a little problem still. I'm used to driving a Tesla, coming to a Tesla Supercharger, so I backed in. The charger is behind me. Well, that ain't gonna work, because on Teslas, the charge port is on the driver's side rear. Well, on the Rivian, it's on the driver's side front. So I need to turn the vehicle around. Now that probably creates another problem if I'm right in the middle of the parking spot. So let's try that. I'm gonna turn it around, and then we'll see if the cord from the Supercharger will reach the charge port on the Rivian. So I pulled in as close as, well, what I thought is possible. Actually, I could go more, there's more room, but the Rivian was beeping at me like I'm hitting the Supercharger already, and looking in the camera, it kind of looked like it too. So, all right, oh yeah, look at this cool thing, EV Dance. I'm gonna show you that in another video. This is gonna be something really cool. That is something you want to have if you have a J1772 or a CCS type vehicle, like the Rivian. All right, here we go, A to Z. Let's close this. This is the adapter we got. Oh, let's see. They're about $200 some, two something, I forgot. So yeah, this is not sponsored. This is just what I ordered. And yeah, so this here is where the Tesla plug goes. And then this here is the CCS side. So now we need to see if we could even reach this. This is here. Look at this. Oh, almost. Man, I wonder if I pull up a little more. I mean, I'm a little, if we look here at the lines, I'm a little over to the passenger side, but I got some room to go, and I could basically, man, I could almost reach that here. Wow. So let's try if I can pull in a little bit closer and make this work. All right, I pulled in all the way. I mean, this is pretty close now, but so let's see if we grab this handle here. Oh yeah, I think that might work. Holy moly. Let's see if I can plug this adapter in and get this going. This is a pretty heavy adapter, so we'll gotta do it the right way, I guess. I think it's all the way in, and then there we go. Maybe this is a lock here that should slide. Wow, I don't know. Let's push against this. There we go. Wow, I got it in, but that was hard. Huh. All right, I guess it's locked now. It's kind of hard to tell. Let's see here. I gotta flip this down. All right, plugged in, and it's white blinking, I think, at this point. So not sure what's going on. I don't know what else to do. Just waiting. I heard something. If it's still white blinking, I don't know. Oh, green, green. Look at this. It's green. Can you see this? It's green. Wow, let's go look. Wow. Is it charging? Oh. Charging. Look at this. Ha. Wow, ends in 7 minutes. Well, we don't want to end in 7 minutes. Let's go to the screen here. Let's just set that up. Okay. What? Ends in 11 minutes. 1 point, what? Okay, we're going 120 kilowatts, that's it? Is that what I see here? Really? That's kind of slow. I mean, there is nobody else here. This is a 250 kilowatt charger, we're getting a whole 121 kilowatt. Wow, that is pretty bad. Now it says ends in 18 minutes. We are at 58% to 85 would be 18 minutes. That's not too bad. I guess 60 to 80, yeah, not too terrible. Could be worse. Wow, but so besides the charging speed that sucks, I mean, it literally sucks. There was some preconditioning for faster charging that popped up a few miles out. I navigated to this charger and that popped up, but I guess maybe that wasn't enough. Maybe I should have done that from when I left right away. So that yeah, that may be the issue there. So now that said, it worked. I think that's pretty cool. So right now I'm in the parking spot with the Rivian using the correct charger. So this would usually be behind the Tesla right here, and that cord would go over that way. But the cord's long enough from there to reach over here. I'm a little bit further over, but I'm within the lines. A Tesla still can easily pull in on the right side of me here and use this charger right there. So I'm not blocking a charger at all at this point, and that is cool. Now, not every charger is designed like this one. Here, I can pull up extremely close. Most of them, where is it? You see this little post there, this bollard? Many chargers have those, or many chargers have those concrete blocks, those stops on the ground, so you can't go any further, and so that can prevent you from getting close enough to do what I'm doing here. So then you can't charge and be parked in the parking spot. You would have to move over, which means you're blocking the charger right next to you, and well, obviously Tesla people wouldn't like that if there is no other charger available. Here I'm by myself, so who cares, right? But what you can do is, so if you need to move to the right, obviously the best thing to do is, well, there is always a charger to the far right, like this one. And there, you can move over to the right, and you don't block anyone over there. So please be considerate of Tesla drivers, because Tesla drivers basically pay for this. Whenever a new Tesla is sold, a certain amount of money is going towards the Tesla supercharging network, okay? So Tesla drivers have been paying for this network, and so be considerate, please, okay? Because it's nice of Tesla actually opening this up to other vehicles. So yeah, if this would be busy and or at least several of them taken already, I would go for the very far right supercharger if I have to move over to charge, and use it so that I don't block any spot here. So now that said, this is pretty cool. I'm very happy, and I guess the battery is warming up. We got up to 125, so that's not bad. Also nice here, it does tell us how much money we're spending. Holy moly, I'm not even at 10 kilowatts and I'm already like 420 into it. Woo, there's 10 kilowatts, 422. That makes 42 cents per kilowatt hour. Now, is that good or bad? Well, let's see what a Tesla driver would pay for this. All right, I pulled the Tesla app up, and let's bring this down a little. There you can see it says 11. Well, I'm the one here. I'm using number 12. So the Tesla app shows accurate that there is 11 chargers available. So 11 out of 12 are available. They call that Highway 93 North. The Tesla app also has these busy times in it, where you can see when it's busy. It's not very busy here very often. This charger just opened this winter, and it'll be busy this summer. After Memorial Day weekend. So from Memorial Day weekend to Labor Day weekend, that's the season here. So that's when it will be busy. But anyway, down here is the important stuff. 35 cents per kilowatt hour. That is what a Tesla would pay here. Why does a Tesla pay less? Well, simple. As I said, every Tesla owner that purchased a new Tesla paid towards the supercharging network. So but Tesla has to recover the infrastructure for that. And if somebody else, like a Rivian owner or a Ford Lightning owner, Mustang Mach-E owner, or whatever electric vehicle you own that will be able to charge here or is already able to charge at the Magic Dock Superchargers, there is money that needs to be recovered, especially for the Magic Dock where the adapter is already provided. There is additional money that went into that. So Tesla has to recover some of that money, so we have to pay a little bit more. But now the question is, so this here seems to be 42 cents, I believe, for the Rivian. What did we say? 35 for the Tesla, I think. Well, how much does Electrify America charge here in Missoula? Electrify America, 4 of 4 chargers available. So they only have 4 to begin with. Not many chargers. Also, they are about a mile and a half or 2 miles off the interstate at Wally Mart. So it's a little ways down. You have to travel off the interstate to get there. And then what does it say down here? 64 cents per kilowatt hour. 64 cents. So if this here is 42 per kilowatt hour for a Rivian, well, heck, where would you go? To the Tesla Supercharger or to the Electrify America? 22 cents more per kilowatt hour at Electrify America, couple miles off the interstate. This is right at the interstate. You can see the big old sign right there. Yeah, right on the other side is I-90. So I just get off the exit, come here. Takes a minute to get here. It takes, well, I don't know, about 5 minutes to get to Wally Mart, and then you pay 22 cents more. So now you could make the math. Is it worth actually buying this adapter that's $200? I mean, is it worth to buy it? It depends on your needs. If you can wait, you can get this adapter for free from Rivian at some point. If you can't wait, like us, we kind of have the need because, well, there are not many CCS chargers around here. There's way more Tesla chargers around here. So for us, it's kind of neat to have this particular adapter, and we were willing to pay the money. But now at 22 cents per kilowatt hours, a difference, this can add up pretty quick, right? So it obviously depends. Electrify America pricing is not the same at every location anymore as it used to be about a year ago. So they have individual pricing for each location, and so does Tesla. So in certain locations, it may not be 22 cents difference, or it may be more, who knows? So it may work out to be better if you actually buy the adapter right now and go to a Tesla Supercharger rather than going to the Electrify America. So, well, we're charging here. Darn, look at this, 88 kilowatts. What? I mean, we're at 71%. Come on, this is it? Really? Not great charging speed today. I don't know if that has to do with the battery being cold, but now that we're charging, we drove about 30 miles to get here. And now that we've been charging and it's been doing some preconditioning, I would have expected a little better. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that we can just basically plug in. It's plug and play. Ha! Isn't that freaking cool? So I'm really excited about this. I thought I might have to bring this Tesla app out and start the charger in the Tesla app, because you can actually do that. So even if you don't own a Tesla, you obviously can download your Tesla app. You can set it up. It requires what? Your phone number, your name, and that's about it. You've got to create a password or something. It doesn't take much to have a Tesla account. If you want to use it for charging, the Tesla account, the Tesla app, like if you want to use a Magic Dock with something else besides the Rivian, then you need to have definitely a payment method added in the Tesla app. So that's all you need to do. Then you have the Tesla app. But in the Tesla app, you can charge your other EV, and you can go in and see which chargers are open for which vehicles. So you can actually see where a Rivian can charge, like this, plug and play. Interestingly, sometimes there's a difference between the navigation in the Rivian and the Tesla app. So sometimes we can see in the Tesla app that you can charge, but it's not coming up on the navigation here. Sometimes the other way around. Don't know where the problem is. Who knows? It probably gets all cleared out here eventually. Maybe already has. I don't look at it every day, but so anyway, you could charge, start a charging session via the Tesla app if need be at like a Magic Dock. I don't know if at a Magic Dock you would, I assume you would just use the adapter that you got rather than using the Magic Dock, because you can't release the Magic Dock any other way than using the Tesla app, I guess. So that's another thing I might have to figure out someday. So, but I'm really happy this one works. This one was known to be working. There's one about 7 miles from here, a Tesla Supercharger. This particular here is a version 3, brand new. Version 3 are those that can charge other vehicles. Now there's a version 2, yeah, about 7 miles from here, and they are, obviously, they are said not to charge other vehicles because of all the technology. They don't have the capability to communicate with anything else besides Tesla. But I'm gonna drive over there anyway real quick and plug it in just to see, and well, maybe it works, maybe it don't. Now here, how do we end the session? As always, even if you're at an Electrify America, they always tell you do not just press the button on your plug there or anything. Either end the session like on the screen at an Electrify America or an EVgo, right? You can stop charging on the screen. Well, you can't do this here at a Tesla charger. There is no screen. And you're not supposed to click the button out there. That would stop the charging actually, but that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do, as it said here earlier on the screen that we have seen, you stop charging in the vehicle right here. We just click this and then bang. Now this is gone. Charging stopped. Now we can go out there, unplug, and then I'll go over to the other charger. I'm super happy with the Supercharger experience with our Rivian, the plug and play. That works wonderful. On the other hand, the wireless charging pad in the Rivian here, this does not work. We have 3 different cell phones and none of them will charge here. It just starts charging, stops charging, starts charging, stops charging, and so on. And well, the phone uses more battery because every time it starts and stops, the display comes on. And so in the end, we have less charge than actually more charge. So that prompted me to search for a different solution, and I suspected I will come up with some other wireless charging pad, but I came up with a much better solution. I found these here. Yes, USB cables. And no, they're not just the old-fashioned USB cables that you know. Look how nicely coiled up they are. Perfect. Isn't that cool? No mess. This here is like 6.5 feet long or so, 2 meters. Look at this thing, nicely coiled up. And the cool thing is, whoop, just like that, you uncoil them. They're magnetic. They're really cool, and they work just as good as all the other cables. But they actually work better because you won't have a mess. They coil up real nice and easy like this to put them away if you want to. Even these long cables, look how small this is, nicely coiled up. It's not a rat's nest. So for a while now, we've been using regular charging cables, USB cables, and well, look at this rat's nest we got in here. And you want to get something out here, then, oh, look at this. This is what happens, right? It's just a mess. Not with these magnetic cables from MagTame. These MagTame cables are great. And they come with all kinds of different ends on it. USB-C to USB-C, USB-A to USB-C, whatever to Lightning, whatever you need. They have them all, and they all coil up nicely. They also come in some different colors here. So this one is black. There also is silver and blue. There's different length. And so with these, you eliminate this rat's nest here, right? And you don't have to go for a short cable. You can actually use a long cable with those MagTames, and then you can still bring the phone up to your ear while you're plugged in, which sometimes is really, really important and helpful because sometimes you're completely discharged and you need to be plugged in. Also, if you're using these cables, well, if you don't need it, maybe one of your passengers does. There's plenty of USB plugs here in this Rivian. I mean, we got them right back here. Even in the third row, there's plugs, but you still need a cable. And with these, it's super easy. You can just nicely store them in the center console, just like this. And they're not a mess. We can pull this cable out by itself, no problem. This here is plugged into the phone right here. And if we need more, we can just pull on it and it will just uncoil. And it's real easy. You just put it right back in and they coil back up. So keeps it nice. But you can also put these back there into the other storage compartments for other people, or you can keep them up here, just hand them to other people. They're just really great. No mess, easy to store. and they function perfectly. So check those out, these MagTame magnetic charging data cables. Like I said, these here that I just showed you, they're 2 meters and 1.5 meters. So they're 5 and like 6.5 feet long. They work really great. They just coil up nicely and easily. You can also use them at home, obviously, not just in the car. But with all these vehicles nowadays, just having USB outlets, and with all these portable devices now that we have, those electronics, you will always need charging cables anyway, regardless if you have a working charging pad in your vehicle or not. You will need cables probably for your passengers. You know, you have your kids there, and sure enough, they didn't bring the cable. You always have a cable in here, real handy. It stays nice and coiled up and clean. I love these things. So go down below into the description and click the link there, because we made an arrangement with MagTame so you can get 10% off your order. Click that link in the description and use the discount code in the description to get 10% off your order at MagTame, and then have the best USB cable out there that keeps things neat and clean in your car, at home, wherever you use them. They're just great. We love them. And so now our charging experience for our phones is now as great as the supercharging experience we just had. Now here at the other supercharger, there is one Tesla here. There is only 6 of these superchargers, and I'm in the parking spot. And what is right in front of me? A sign. So here the parking spots are marked different than at the other location, and that's a common thing. I seen it both ways, and I seen it changed from one to the other. It's going in weird ways, but let me show you real quick. So if we look at this here, you can see it lines up right here. So a Tesla would back in here, and this would be on the driver's side rear right here. Perfect for a Tesla to charge. Now for the Rivian, well, where's the charger? That charger is over there. That's what I should use. There's no way this reaches over here, right? So I would have to use this charger right now for here, which means this spot is no longer available to a Tesla, as well as this spot right here is no longer available to a Tesla. So I'm blocking both. Oh, it's beautiful weather. So the only other option is to go to the very right there, but in this case this is already taken, so I can't go there. Luckily there is room here, nobody else here. On top of that, this is a version 2, and yeah, it's probably not going to work here, because as far as I know, version 2 chargers do not work with other vehicles, period. And on top of that, it's not listed on Tesla's app as a charging location that can be used by other vehicles. It also does not show in the Rivian navigation. So, but let's plug in and see what happens. Open here. Plugged in. And now this is white blinking as we had it before. Let's see if it's going somewhere. So now this is a pretty thick and hefty cable here, by the way. They're much thicker than those on the version 3. Also, well, if they have the stick cable, then they're version 2. They're only 150 kilowatts, and they share power, like 1A and 1B. They share power if there's 2 vehicles, so you only get 75 each. Woo, beautiful weather here. Nothing's happening. What the heck's going on here? Let's go and see what the Rivian says inside. All right, it says starting. That's interesting. It doesn't really say anything here. Yep, we're at 73%. We could go to 85. Well, we'll see how long this goes. You can see here on the Tesla app. Now, this map is kind of bluish greenish. That means we're in the map for other EVs. And you see the number 12 there. That's where we just were. And I'm where this blue dot is with the white circle around it. That's the supercharger that I'm at right now, which doesn't show here on this map because, well, Tesla says no one else can charge here besides Teslas. So this is not open for other EVs. Now here on the Rivian map, it shows, interestingly, it shows 4 of 6. Well, there's the Model Y over here plugged in, and I'm plugged in here, so that leaves 4 open. That's interesting. But we still haven't started yet. So, well, you can bring the chargers up. Oh, come on, really? But it will show up as incompatible, okay? So you can see the charger here, unless you can do this up here. You can hide incompatible right there. And let's see, can we make this go away? There, now it's gone. So that's probably what you want to do, is hide the incompatibles right here, because otherwise, well, you'll be sent, or you think there's a charger there, but there really is not, because you just plain old cannot charge there. On the other hand, with adapter needed, if you have an adapter, you could charge there. If you don't have an adapter, then you could also hide those chargers as well here in the Rivian. So you're not going somewhere to a charger where you can't charge. Now there's the option for out of order. Well, it may be out of order, it may already be back online. You sometimes don't know, it depends a little bit on what network it is. The low score, well, the low score doesn't necessarily mean it's bad or not working. The low score could mean that, yes, chances are it's not working for you. I don't know. I'm not sure what all the score is based on. Actually, sometimes it's based also with the amenities and things. So it may just have no amenities or something there, or not at certain times anyway, or no lighting, or who knows what, right? So those are other things. But in your Rivian navigation, you can hide these things. But so here we go, we're still on starting, so this is not working. So all that happens here is starting. It doesn't start to charge, it doesn't trip a breaker or anything. Nothing at all. Let's see out here, it just keeps going like this with the white blinking. So at this point, I'm done here. We know the version 2 wouldn't work. Tesla said it wouldn't work. Rivian said it wouldn't work, and it doesn't work. But heck, we had to try, right? So our supercharger experience was great. I'm very happy that Rivians are plug and play at the supercharger. Now you have to make your own decision if you want to buy an adapter or if you want to wait for the Rivian adapter that comes for free. So hopefully at some point we get a second adapter for free from Rivian. That would be nice. Having 2 adapters, I don't know that this will be any benefit to us, but who cares? We can right now use the supercharger network, and that's kind of important to us. And just make sure you get your settings right so you don't drive to a supercharger that is not compatible and expect to charge there, right? So pay a little attention to that. But other than that, it is so super simple to do. So yeah, extremely amazed by that. Congrats Rivian for getting this all set up properly. So here in future videos, we will test out some other superchargers, including some that are not coming up on the screen here in the Rivian. We'll see if we can plug in and charge there. And I'm talking about version 3, those that actually should work or are capable of working with other vehicles besides Tesla. So we'll see. That will be in some of the other videos, in some of the travel videos. We might just stop here and there at a supercharger just to see if that actually works or not. But yeah, really happy with this. Very excited that we now can use the Tesla supercharging network, or at least select chargers of the Tesla supercharging network. And also look into MagTime for your USB cable needs. These magnetic charging data cables, they're really great. Keeps it all nice and clean and organized, not just in your Rivian, but also in other vehicles or at home. So, and go down below, click that link and use our 10% off discount code for your order at MagTime. Well, in any event, thank you for watching. Goodbye.